I'm so glad you said that because as you were talking about that, I thought, you know what? This is a great beer to have in the morning.
Yeah,
this is
Belgian waffles with syrup and salty, meaty bacon on the side.
Pints and Pairings is brought to you in part by We're Driving and The Beer Cave. Learn more about our sponsors at hopheadshead.com/pints-and-pairings. Hey, welcome back to Pints and Pairings, the Food and Mouth Show.
I had to pause there.
I am Curtis Taylor, also known as Hopheads Head.
And I'm Jason Hennick with Everybody's Hungry, about to put this slow-cooked pork straight in my mouth right as you're doing introductions.
Just do it. Right? You know what I was thinking as I'm looking here at ourselves on the monitor, watching myself, I guess. However, it's one of those weird sort of mirror things that go on forever and ever and ever. I've got a lot of highlighting happening here. This cold.
No, that's gray, my friend.
No. It's my it's my highlights. All right, so we're back here at Brew with the View, and we're here at the tavern, here located in downtown Ventura. The crowd is picking up.
Yeah, I was gonna say the energy is starting to really build. The number of people definitely is grown since our last couple of recordings, and the beer is flowing.
Yes, it is. Right now we are enjoying a beer from Poseidon Brewing Company, Ventura's newest brewery.
You should do commercials for them.
As of today. I mean, in the next 2-3 months, who knows? I'm sure that we'll have some more. But right now, I am happy to call them the newest, and happy to, I'd like to consider myself a friend of theirs.
Not only are you a friend just by your moral support, you are a frequent guest. I've seen you there a lot. You've come into Ventura more since Poseidon's opening than any other reason, including our show.
It's the beer.
All right, you're right. Their beer is better than any beer I brought.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I don't like to unleash my good stuff on you. That's why I'm stingy.
I know, and I don't mind that. I understand wanting to hold on to it and save it for those really rare special occasions. I do. Well, not only are we tasting beer from Ventura's newest brewery, we also have one of their newest beers. It's the 7 Seas, and Heavy Seas. We've got Cascade, Chinook, Columbus, and Simcoe. That's where the C's come from, and the lone little S. Heavy Seas or High Seas, I can't remember which one. They've been going back and forth. Anyway, it's more of an English style IPA is what they're calling it. This one is more hop forward than I think.
It's definitely hop forward, and looking at the food that we've got, the Cafe Fiore team put together pork belly wrapped pork loin, and then they cubed that up, diced it up, and put it on top of brioche with an apple slaw and salsa verde. The hop presence in this beer is a great cleanser for this dish. In terms of resonating notes and stuff, it's not as cohesive as I would normally think with that really awesome gamey kind of pork loin and the hops, but I like the way it's cleansing and pulling in some of the fresh notes of the slaw and the apple.
I just had a really big bite with the brioche, the pork, the green apple, and some slaw. The brioche puts down the malty sweetness, I think, and it helps to bring that back. So if you're not a big IPA fan, you can handle them, but you don't like them to get too aggressive. This brioche really helps to bring that down.
All right, I've got a big bite here with brioche and some great pork fat and slaw, so I'm going to try what you just talked about.
Yeah, so I really appreciate it. There's a real connection between the two for me. Oh, hey, and speaking of Poseidon, Vanita here is taking a picture of while we are enjoying their offering.
She's mad at me because my mouth is going right now. I'm chewing, but we're talking about your pairing right now, right? With Cafe Fiore. We're eating your food, so don't be upset with me. All right, so that was Vanita, co-owner of Poseidon Brewing Company. taking a picture of us. We've made it.
We have made it. I feel kind of like the show Laverne and Shirley. Isn't that we're gonna do it, whatever it is.
Yeah, but I do see what you're saying, tying us back into the food pairing with this beer.
Thank you.
The sweetness of the brioche does bring out some more of those malty, caramely notes of the beer. There's still that great hop cleanser, though. There's no doubt about the 4 hops that are being used in this beer.
No, I think that I totally agree with you. I think that as maybe calling this a complementary pairing in that if you take all of these together, the bread helps to smooth out the hop presence, and then the hops obviously have the last say in it as cleansing your palate, getting you ready for the next bite.
But I just stepped back from the mic for a second and took a good breath and finished that last bit of pork loin and slaw that was on my plate. The hop presence also brings out some of the herbs in that pork. So however they slow cook that, the herbs that were used really resonate. So this is an interesting pairing for me because we're getting that cleanser kind of contradiction almost. We're getting the complementary notes where the brioche and the maltiness are coming together, but then we're also getting a little resonation for me with the herbs and the hops.
A truly complex beer pairing.
Yeah, nice word. and a comfort component as well. I mean, pork loin, how can you not feel good about pork loin?
So that gives it, and especially in a best of show sort of competition, that comfort food is going to go miles.
It goes a long way.
In the
I'm curious too to see how the other pairings are going to stack up in that regard, because we have a really awesome field tonight between breweries and restaurants and chefs that are providing their best. So, as you said, this is a really cool kind of complex pairing. There's some intricacies here, and different from our first one when we were talking about that really interesting egg roll from Watermark going with the Island honey avocado honey ale.
And before we call this one quits, I didn't have any of the apple beforehand in the other bites. I just pulled out a slice of the apple, and that Granny Smith apple and this beer are fantastic together. It pulls out those fruity esters and in the beer, and then coming together. I don't know, the point and counterpoint between the two is just fantastic.
And just to go through, make sure, I think you were right on the numbers with the hop breakdown, but Chinook, Cascade, Columbus, and Simcoe, if I recall your assessment, you were accurate in all 4 of those. But the actual true name is Heavy Seas
There it is.
India Pale Ale. So you want to make sure you check out both these locations. If you're coming through Ventura, we didn't talk about this as much in the last segment. We should have. Make sure for the first segment, go back and listen to our little assessment of the Watermark on Main and Island Brewing Company's pairing. Look them up on the web, but also for this pairing, Poseidon Brewing Company and Cafe Fiore, located right downtown in Ventura.
Fabulous pairing.
Really nice.
Really, really enjoyed this one. I'm looking forward to another beer and another sample. What about you?
I'm definitely looking forward to another beer, another sample. And I'm looking at our dessert plate. I would not dare put any of the desserts in front of us with this beer. I want to enjoy it by itself.
Right. Maybe carrot cake.
I'm concerned about the sweetness of that icing.
Oh, I'm just talking about the cake. I agree with you.
You just want to eat that cake. You love carrot cake.
I think the carrot cake would go well.
You know what's really good right now
We'll
too
do
during
that
the season?
What's that?
Pumpkin beers. Let's close this bad boy out.
I could drink this with a pumpkin pie. Sure, Jason. All right.
This has been Pints and Pairings, and we're here at Brew with a View tonight from the Tavern in Ventura, leading into this weekend's California Beer Fest. We appreciate you listening to this segment. Stay tuned for some more, and go backward. Listen to some of the other ones, as well as last year's Brew with a View.
Yeah. That was fantastic. Way to go.
What are you going to tell them?
Well, I'll tell everyone here this time to eat, drink, and be happy.
We'll see you at the next pour.
Cheers.